Hello crochet bestie. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a tutorial on how to crochet the perfect granny square while changing colors. The granny square I'm about to make looks like this. This is the pattern and the design I want to create in this video. For this, we are going to be using different colors of yarn. These are the colors I have here with me. You can use any color of yarn you want to use for your granny square. And then we are going to be needing a crochet hook and a scissors. To start, we are going to make a slip knot. I want to start with the orange color. So here is how to make a slip knot. Wrap the yarn around your finger, pull out of your finger, and then drag this one into the center of the loop, and that's how you make your slip knot. Drag down to reduce it to the size of your hook, and then insert your hook to it, and that's it. I'm going to do it again in case you didn't see what I made. Grab the yarn, wrap it around your finger, pull this one through the center of the loop, and put. If you have a different method of making a slip knot, please do that. After I've made my slip knot, I'm going to insert my hook to the center of the loop, and then I'm going to chain 3. Here is how to chain: yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through. So right now I have a chain of 3 here, and I'm going to connect the chain by making a slip stitch. And this is how to make a slip stitch: insert your hook into the first chain that you made, and then yarn over, pull through. Now we have 2 loops on our hook, so we are going to pull this one through the last one. You are going to pull it through, and now we have our chain. So now that we have our chain, we are going to chain 3, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. So with this, we are going to make a double crochet. We are going to make a double crochet into the center of this chain, and this is how to make a double crochet. You are going to yarn over and insert your hook into the center, yarn over, pull through. Now we have 3 loops on our hook, so you are going to yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. That is how to make a double crochet. I'm going to repeat this: yarn over, insert your hook into the center of the ring, yarn over, pull through. So we have 3 loops on our hook, so you're going to yarn over again and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and that's it. So right now we have 2 double crochet. This chain 3 is going to count as a stitch, so we are going to chain 2 and then make 3 double crochet into the ring. That's 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so with that we are going to chain 2 again. Chain 2, make another 3 double crochet into the center of the ring. We are going to chain 2 again and make another 3 double crochet into the center of the ring. So now we've been able to make 3 double crochets in 4 different places by chaining 2 in between each of them. So to make it a perfect square, we are going to chain 2 again, and then we are going to slip stitch into the third loop of the first chain we made, the first 3 chains that we chained before we started the double crochet round the circle. So we are going to insert our hook into this, and then we are going to pull through and pull through again. That's how to make a slip stitch. And then we are going to chain 1 and cut off the yarn. So now we are done with the first part of this granny square, which is row 1. For this row 1, it consists of 3 double crochets in 4 places with a chain 2 in between each of them, forming the corners of the square. So now for the second row, we are going to be using a different color of yarn, and this is the color I want to use for my second row. So to start, we are going to insert our hook into one of the corners, and then we are going to grab the yarn with our hook, obviously, and then we are going to pull through, and then we are going to tie it together to keep the yarn in place while we crochet. This is actually what I did now. So to start the row 2, we are going to insert our hook back into this place to grab the yarn and have it on our hook, and then we are going to chain 3. Okay, so now that we've chained 3, we are going to make 2 more double crochets into this same corner. Okay, so for this row, we are actually about to do the same thing we did for row 1, but the difference is that we are going to be making 3 double crochets in 2 places inside the same corner of the square. So we are going, but in between each of them, we are going to chain 2. So we are chain 2, and then make another 3 double crochets into this same corner. You are going to try to adjust the one you made before so that you have enough space to make the second 3 double crochet you're about to make. So insert your hook and yarn over, make your double crochet 1, and this is 2, and this. Okay, so now we have done that, we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to make 3 double crochets into this corner too. We are going to repeat what we did for this corner in this corner, and then we are going to do that round the square. So I'm going to do this for this corner, and then I'll leave you to do the rest, and I'll meet you back when I complete my own square. But first of all, let me do this corner. I'm going to start my hook and make my double crochet. Okay. Okay. Remember to chain 2 in between the double crochets, the 2 different double crochets that you're going to have here. Remember to chain 2. And then make another 3 double crochets after you've chained 2. So now we have our first corner and our second corner. I'll meet you back when you've done this round into this corner and this corner. After making 2 groups of 3 double crochets into each of these corners with a chain 2 in between them, I'm going to connect this part now to the first part of the square by making a slip stitch. And here is how to do a slip stitch in case you've forgotten. We are going to insert the hook into the first chain of the chain 3 that we made when we started this row, and yarn over and pull through. We are going to pull through the last one, and that's it. We've been able to connect it together. So we are going to chain 1 in order to cut off the yarn so that we can start our row 3 with a different color of yarn. And then you are going to pull out the tail of yarn and tighten it together so that it won't come loose. Okay, now that we've been able to complete our square, this is what it looks like for row 2. And this row 2 consists of 2 groups of 3 double crochets with a chain 2 in between them in each of the corners. And when you are connecting this corner to this corner by starting another group of double crochet in between this one, you are going to chain 1, and that's how we are able to crochet this row of row 2. And now we are going to start another row, which is row 3, with a different color of yarn, and I'm going to be using the pink color for this row. Basically, we are going to do almost the same thing we did for row 2. So we are going to insert our hook and pull this yarn through to this part, and then we are going to tie it together in order to keep our yarn in place. Insert your hook and get your yarn to be on your hook by yarning over and pulling through. So we are going to chain 3. I actually like this color combination. It looks beautiful. Okay, so we are going to make 2 double crochets into this corner, and we are going to continue making 2 double crochets in each of the corners. This time around, you don't need to chain 1 before starting a new corner. Okay, so now that we've gotten to this corner, we are going to make 2 groups of 3 double crochets in this corner too. Don't forget to chain 2 in between them. So this one is 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then for this corner we made 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. We are going to chain 3 double crochet here, and then for this corner we are going to make a 3 double crochet, and then we are going to chain 2 and make another 3 double crochet and do the same thing for this side too. I'll meet you back when I get to the end of the row. Now to complete our square, we are going to make 3 double crochets into this corner where we have only one set of 3 double crochet in. So yarn over and make your double crochet. Now after we've made our 3 double crochet, we now have 2 sets of 3 double crochets in this corner. So to connect it together, we are going to chain 2, and then we are going to insert our hook into the first chain of the 3 chain we made when we first started this row. So we are going to insert our hook here, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through this one. Then we are going to make a slip stitch. Then we are going to chain one to complete it. Then we'll cut off the yarn. Now we have our little perfect square. So now we've been able to finish the third row of our granny square. You can start making the granny square from here if you want your granny square to be this size, or you can keep adding rows if you want to increase the size of your granny square. And whenever you are starting a new row, make sure that the part that is facing you is this part. That is the part you are inserting your hook and grabbing your yarn to start the next row. This prevents it from curving in, and it helps it to stay straight and stay like a perfect square. So now I'm going to complete this row and add other rows if I want. And if you want to add other rows, do the same. And basically the only thing you'll be doing is still the same thing you did in this row 3. You are going to make 2 sets of 3 double crochets in each of these corners with a chain 2 in between them. And then these places you are going to just make 1 set of 3 double crochet, and then just like that in each of the corners you are going to be adding 2 sets of 3 double crochet with a chain 2 in between them. If you don't have a darning needle like me and you are wondering how you are going to sew in your loose ends, this is how you are going to do it. Once you are crocheting, you are going to be grabbing this tail of yarn along, and I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm going to chain 3 for this row, and then I'm going to make double crochets into this corner. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm making sure that whenever I want to grab my yarn, this tail of yarn is here, so I'm going to grab my yarn and then it's over it. Though this is not the perfect method, because as you can see I have some of the yarns sticking out from these places, but I'm going to find a way to place them to go inside. But that's basically what I do. So I'm going to complete this row and that's it. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comment section and please give it a thumbs up. Basically what I do in this channel is that I'm learning to crochet and I'm sharing my journey in this channel. So if you're interested in following me through this journey, hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Thanks for watching and bye. See you next week.